We all know that parasites can reside in our bodies. If you were to ask where parasites live in our bodies, we might say the stomach. Can parasites inhabit the brain? Until a few days ago, the answer to this question was a resounding no. Astonishingly, a live parasite measuring 3 inches in length has recently been extracted from a human brain. In this video, we will delve into this remarkable discovery and explore 9 terrifying parasites that can inhabit our bodies. Furthermore, we will discuss ways to lead a parasite-free life. So, get ready to be amazed and educated. Since this topic is closely related to our health, this video is of utmost importance. We hope everyone will watch it in its entirety. January 2021, a 64-year-old woman from Australia begins to exhibit various physical complications. Within 3 weeks, her condition deteriorates to the point where she has to be hospitalized. Initially, her symptoms included inexplicable abdominal pain, coughing, nighttime sweating, and persistent diarrhea. Later, she develops a fever and breathing difficulties. These symptoms also reveal signs of cognitive decline, and she experiences periods of confusion and distress. Despite numerous tests and examinations, doctors initially failed to identify any parasitic infection in her brain. In 2022, the same woman, suffering from forgetfulness and emotional distress, was once again admitted to the hospital. Doctors decided to conduct an MRI scan of her brain this time. The scan revealed an abnormality in the right frontal lobe of her brain. In Canberra, the capital of Australia, the decision was made to perform neurosurgery to remove the affected frontal lobe tissue. Neurosurgeon Hari Priya Bandi performed the procedure. In one stage of the surgery, she discovered a live parasitic wriggling roundworm, 3 inches long, from the woman's brain. Afterward, she called infectious disease physician Sanjaya Senanayake and other colleagues, saying, "My goodness, I have found something in this woman's brain that you won't believe. This creature is alive and wriggling." It is thought the red worm could have been in the woman's brain for up to 2 months. Dr. Sanjaya Senanayake stated, when the doctors were performing neurosurgery on the woman's head, and they brought out something unusual with their forceps, all present doctors were shocked. That's because what they found was a bright red parasite, about 8 centimeters long. Infection with this parasite has never been seen in the human brain before. While sharing his experience, Neurosurgeon Hari Priya Bandi said,
"I thought, gosh, that feels funny. You couldn't see anything more abnormal. And then I was able to really feel something separate. I took my tweezers or my chimmer holding forceps and I pulled it out and I thought, gosh, what is that? It's moving, take it out of my hands." And we put it in a path pole, thank goodness. And it's gone away to the scientists to find out what it was. So we immediately called the infectious diseases doctors and asked, what should we do next? It was definitely not what we were expecting. Everyone was shocked. And the worm that we found was happily moving quite vigorously outside the brain. For many months she'd been really struggling, and it was really courageous of her to come and have further testing after not having answers for so very long. But she did really well for knowing what was actually causing all her trouble, and then having now treatment.
This incident reveals that the worm found in the woman is known as roundworm, scientifically named Ascaris robertsi. Typically, this type of roundworm is found in marsupials and small mammals. This species of worm is commonly found in Australia, particularly in carpet pythons. These pythons are hosts to the worms, and the worms complete their life cycle inside the snakes. The worms primarily inhabit the python's digestive tract and reproductive system. This species of python is not venomous and is widespread throughout Australia. Scientists suggest that the woman may have come into contact with these worms while collecting a type of local vegetable known as warrigal greens near a pond. It's believed that the worms from the vegetable may have transferred to her body. Now, let's find out about some terrifying worms that can take residence in our bodies. Number 1. Guinea worm. One of the scariest worms, mainly found in Africa, causes dracunculiasis disease. It spreads when a person drinks water containing infected water fleas or cyclops. About a year later, a painful blister usually forms, often on the lower leg. One or more worms come out of the blister with a burning sensation. To ease the pain, patients often soak the infected area in water, where the worms release thousands of baby larvae. These larvae become infectious after being eaten by tiny crustaceans or copepods, known as water fleas. People ingest these infected water fleas when drinking contaminated water. Although the stomach kills the water fleas, it sets the larvae free. These larvae then breach the intestinal wall and travel through the body. The fertilized female worm, measuring 60 to 100 centimeters long, moves under the skin until it exits, usually forming a blister or swelling on the lower limbs. It takes 10 to 14 months for the worm to emerge after infection. There's no medicine to kill D. metanensis or prevent disease once it's inside the body. Treatment focuses on slowly and carefully removing the worm from the wound over days to weeks. Thankfully, infection by these terrifying creatures has significantly decreased due to eradication efforts by the World Health Organization and the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Number 2. Tapeworm. Among the approximately 5,000 species of intestinal parasites, only 3 of the pork, beef, and fish tapeworms commonly infect the human body. If you believe it can't get any worse than having one of these horrifying creatures attaching itself to your intestinal wall, think again. If you happen to ingest an embryo, the larva might tunnel into your muscles, skin, eyes, or even your brain. Number 3. Pinworm. The troublesome pinworm holds the title for the most frequent parasite to infect humans in the United States. These minuscule, white worms are particularly fond of children aged 5 to 10 but can infest individuals of any age. During the nighttime, female pinworms embark on a journey from their residence in the large intestine to the anal region, where they deposit their eggs, leading to an itchy sensation. These eggs can be inadvertently collected under the fingernails and then swallowed. It's no coincidence that this parasite is most commonly found in children. Number 4. Heartworm. Heartworms have a lifespan of 5 to 7 years, and they reside in your dog's heart. These foot-long worms are transmitted in their larval form by mosquitoes and can eventually lead to cardiovascular blockages. It's crucial to administer monthly preventive treatment, even for indoor pets. Cats can also fall victim to heartworms, and their impact is even more severe than in dogs. Additionally, it's worth noting that heartworms have been discovered in human brains, eyes, lungs, and testicles. Number 5. Ascaris. A substantial portion of the global population carries this sizable nematode worm. In some estimates, the number of infections, primarily in developing nations, surpasses 1 billion, with annual fatalities numbering in the tens of thousands. These significant dwellers of the intestine, distinguished by their 3-lipped mouths according to Britannica, are transmitted when individuals unintentionally ingest eggs, often through soil contaminated with feces. Number 6. Whipworm. Nearly 1 billion individuals are afflicted by whipworms, which are relatively small at around 4 centimeters in length yet astonishingly prolific. Fully developed females can deposit thousands of eggs daily in the colons of those they infect. Number 7. Toxocara. Both dogs and cats have their own unique species of Toxocara. Similar to many of the aforementioned parasites, they spread through the ingestion of eggs found in either contaminated soil or in prey animals that are infected. In the case of the canine species, transmission can also occur in utero. Studies involving antibodies indicate that approximately 14% of Americans have encountered, if not been infected by, this worm. Number 8. Loa loa, or the eye worm. Another horrible parasite. Loa loa. You can contract this worm through the bite of an infected deer fly. The resulting illness, known as loiasis, can lead to itchy swellings referred to as calabar swellings and a condition aptly named eye worm, where you can actually witness the tiny worm slowly moving across your eyeball. Fortunately, these worms can be removed through local extraction. Number 9. Human botfly. The human botfly is quite distinct in its approach. Instead of directly entering humans, it chooses to lay its eggs on mosquitoes and ticks. These eggs hatch into maggots when they sense the warmth of a human body nearby. These maggots then burrow beneath the skin, resulting in a noticeable white boil, and they feed on blood and tissue. As the maggot continues to grow, the skin swells, causing significant pain. The host may also experience sensations of biting and wriggling. If not removed through surgery by a doctor, the maggot will eventually exit on its own after about 6 to 8 weeks. Let's find out how to lead a parasite-free life. To lead a parasite-free life, it's crucial to adopt a range of preventive measures aimed at minimizing the risk of parasitic infections. These steps not only protect your health but also contribute to overall well-being. First and foremost, practicing good hygiene is paramount. Regularly wash your hands thoroughly with soap and clean water, especially before eating and after using the restroom. Teach children proper hand-washing techniques and ensure that fingernails are trimmed and clean. When it comes to food, cook meat, poultry, and seafood to safe temperatures to eliminate potential parasites. Avoid consuming raw or undercooked meat, fish, and eggs. Additionally, always rinse fruits and vegetables under running water before eating or cooking them. Ensure that your drinking water is clean and safe. If necessary, use bottled water or purified tap water to remove potential contaminants. Steer clear of swimming in or drinking from potentially contaminated water sources like lakes, rivers, and ponds. Practicing safe sex using barrier methods like condoms can reduce the risk of sexually transmitted parasites. Safe food handling is also crucial. Store food at the right temperatures to prevent bacterial and parasitic contamination, and keep raw and cooked foods separate. Maintaining good personal hygiene extends beyond hand washing. Regularly clean your body and clothes, change and wash bed linens, and shower after outdoor activities that expose you to soil. To minimize the risk of soil-transmitted parasites, avoid walking barefoot and always wear shoes when outside. Stay informed about potential parasitic risks in your area or when traveling, and take necessary precautions when visiting high-risk regions. In some cases, vaccines are available to prevent certain parasitic infections, so consult with a healthcare provider for advice. Proper pet care is essential, as pets can carry parasites. Ensure your pets receive regular veterinary care and practice good hygiene when cleaning up after them. Finally, exercise caution when consuming raw or lightly cooked seafood, as it can be a source of parasitic infections like anisakaiasis. While these measures significantly reduce the risk of parasitic infections, it's important to remember that it's impossible to eliminate all risk entirely. If you suspect you have a parasitic infection or experience symptoms, seek prompt medical attention for diagnosis and treatment. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy these types of videos and would like to see more, please subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon. Don't forget to like, comment, and share as well.